I recently had the privilege to visit the United Arab Emirates for a huge roller coaster trip. I visited parks in both Abu Dhabi and Dubai, where some of the best themed parks in the world are located. The UAE is also known for some world-class roller coasters, and is even home to the fastest currently operating coaster in the world. That said, however, Formula Rossa was unfortunately closed during our visit, which means that the ride will not feature on this list. So let's start with my top 10 roller coasters in the United Arab Emirates. At number 10 we have Spider-Man Doc Ock's Revenge in EMG Worlds of Adventure. This mech ride spinning coaster pulls some amazing positive forces. Doc Ock Revenge is a fully indoor coaster, which is almost completely in the dark. This element adds to a very disorienting ride experience, which makes it one of the better mech rides, family spinning coasters in my opinion. Like most rides in the UAE, this coaster has an elaborate themed queue line, which in this case is themed to the Marvel Comics Spider-Man. At 9 we have John Wick Open Contract located at Motion Gate. John Wick Open Contract is an SNS 4D free spin. This was my first free spin and I was definitely positively surprised. The ride offers some great thrills with both positive forces and a little bit of airtime. The queue line of this ride is again elaborately themed. It is honestly one of the best queue lines I've ever seen. At 8 we have Madagascar Mad Pursuit located at Motion Gate. Madagascar Mad Pursuit is a fully indoor Gerstlauer infinity coaster. This ride is rather unique as it doesn't feature any inversions. And honestly, it doesn't need them. The coaster is really snappy and offers some great forces. The launch is really punchy and it is followed by a unique upwards S-bend. Again, the theming on this ride was also amazing, including some great theming during the ride itself. At 7 we have Capital Bullet Train located at Motion Gate. Capital Bullet Train is a mech rides launched coaster. I didn't have high expectations for it, because it seemed rather lackluster in my opinion. This coaster however was quite a positive surprise. As expected, the launch was as forceful as the acceleration of a tractor, but the rest of the layout was rather punchy and had good pace to it. This ride was also immaculately themed, in this case to the Hunger Games, which is one of my favorite movie franchises. At number 6 we have Velociraptor located in EMG Worlds of Adventure. Velociraptor, not to be confused with Velocicoaster located in Universal Islands of Adventure, is a Blue Fire clone, which is honestly way better than Blue Fire in my opinion. The pre-launch section of this ride is really cool, with dinosaurs essentially launching you. The coaster runs amazing, offering some great forces such as airtime and hang time. And it's also really whippy. The funny thing about this ride, however, has to be the queue, which might take longer to get through than the duration of the ride itself. At number 5 we have Hala Madrid, which is located in the recently opened Real Madrid world. Hala Madrid is the only wooden roller coaster located in the Emirates. The roller coaster is constructed by GCI and it resembles a classic wooden coaster. The ride is filled with amazing pacing and a ton of airtime moments. The biggest downside of this ride is definitely the fact that the ride operators staple you very hard, which makes for a very unpleasant ride experience. But if you look past that really inconvenient fact, the ride is just amazing. At number 4 we find our first roller coaster, which is located in Abu Dhabi. Mission Ferrari in Ferrari World Abu Dhabi. Mission Ferrari is definitely the most unique coaster located in the Emirates. The ride is the only one of its kind and honestly, I loved it. The pacing is really great and it has great theming, which really adds to the ride experience. It is filled with some unique surprises, which makes the first ride an incredible memory. The only downside to this ride is its smoothness, especially if you're sitting in the back seats of the ride vehicle. And it's really noticeable, which does take away from the ride experience as a whole in my opinion, which leaves it a bit lower on the list. The first coaster in the top 3 is Storm Coaster, located in Dubai Hills Mall. Storm Coaster is an intimate vertical launch coaster. This ride is quite unique, as it is fully located indoors and and it is fully attached to the side of the building. Storm Coaster is a rather unusual Intamin lounge coaster as it focuses more on hang time and it isn't paced as fast as some other Intamin lounge coasters. It does offer some great airtime moments, like Intamins always do, especially in the back row. The upwards launch is more of a gimmick though, as it isn't that forceful. It does provide a powerful kick of airtime at the top, which I take as a plus. In second place we find Flying Aces located at Ferrari World in Abu Dhabi. Flying Aces is another Intamin. It's one of 2 Intamin wing coasters constructed. This ride offers some great airtime moments, especially near the back rows. It offers some really powerful positive forces as well. I blacked out multiple times right after the drop. Flying Aces was definitely a coaster that had to grow on me, as this ride wasn't always well paced, but it's a great coaster nonetheless. And the best coaster that I rode by far was Manta at SeaWorld Abu Dhabi. This is an Intamin multi-lounge coaster that is near perfection. The ride has amazing pacing and some really powerful airtime. It's also home to some really whippy inversions that offer some really good hang time as well. The lounges are quite strong as well, with the ride durations being really long. The theming of this ride is also amazing, with a gorgeous view of a Manta tank before your first launch. So these are my top 10 roller coasters in the United Arab Emirates. Have you ever ridden these coasters and how would you rank them? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe. See you for the next roller coaster adventure. Bye!